How we doing? How we doing? How we doing, everybody? Nice to see everybody in the chat there. Michael, how you doing? How you doing? Hopefully you're doing good. Thanks for popping in over there. I appreciate that. Let's get into some stuff here. Press the buttons. Press the buttons. There you go. Is it? Yeah, it is on YouTube. Okay, just double checking. I got my Rumble going today. We'll see if anybody pops in over in the chat from Rumble. I don't know if anybody will, but over on Rumble, hello guys over there. Hope you're doing good. Hopefully you're doing good. Nobody so far. Actually, let me say hello over in Rumble real quick. Ooh, there's somebody over there. Rumble for the win. Oh, there's somebody over there. Cool. Thank you. Thank you. The trick is going to be for me because I don't see. Oh, I do see your Rumble chat over there, the streamer thing. So I can sort of shout you out when you guys say something over there. That's nice. That's nice. Just thinking if I should sort of say, pin the hello everyone. How about that? Just a silly thing to pin, but just to pin that message over on Rumble. All right. How we doing? How we doing? Put a 1 in the chat if you're human. Put a 2 in the chat if you're not quite sure. Put a 3 in the chat if you're definitely not human. If you're a robot or AI or some other weird thing out there. Doing good. Doing good. I'm doing good. So hopefully you're doing good, doctor. I call you doctor. Yeah, I'm going to call you doctor. The other name's hard to say. One over there, Rumble people are humans. Wow. Usually I get a lot of bots and things like that over in the Rumble side. So glad I got some humans over there. And Michael's not sure. No, definitely not human. Okay, he's a Grabek. He's not a human. He's a Grabek. Okay, and we got all that figured out. Let's go see what we see in the world of the craziness over here. I think I have that already. Yeah, it's already on bookmarks. Okay, good. So let's see what this genius here does. Say just a 5-second little clip of your typical New Yorker over here. Let's see what this rocket scientist lady had to say here.
Do you feel like socialism would...
I voted for Mamdani.
Do you feel like socialism would work in New York City?
No, not necessarily. I voted for Mamdani.
Do you feel like socialism would work in New York City?
No, not necessarily.
Not necessarily. You get the point there. They don't know 2 plus 2. I voted for a socialist, but I don't think it'll work. Yeah, that makes sense. There's probably some other questions in between that. You saw the break there, but those 2 answers don't compute. Anyway, I thought that was a nice little starter one here. Here's a little bit of a confrontational thing between BCP and the leftist. I call him Pam Tifa's son or whatever. I don't think he is, but he acts like it anyway. So let's check and see what this genius over here had to say here. This has happened last night. BCP was down there doing his thing quite a bit. Some other people were out there streaming also. Let's see what rocket science just had to say.
Wow. Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow.
When you guys hear black and yellow out there from BCP or from a conservative, what do you automatically assume that they are? Proud Boys, right? Yep, not Portland Police Bureau. Who else we got in the chat? Ooh, I thought I saw somebody else in the chat there. Ooh, Angry Oregonian's in the chat. Angry Oregonian knows what black and yellow means. Yeah. Hey, Hyper, did you like my question? I was wondering if that be a little bit more of a thought-provoking poll question on that one there. And kind of keep an eye on that question there. I'm not sure if I asked it the perfect way, but I think it asked it fairly nicely there. 21 votes so far, and most of you guys are drama types, live protest streams. Okay, 5% of you have, like the news and commentary streams, which is, I do both of those, but I appreciate the 5% watching this news and commentary stream, if you for lack of a better name, is what this is today. Important for discussion. Yep, I appreciate it. This Shane Noakes, Uber loser. Uber loser. Okay. You had some discussions with this guy here. Did you watch this last night? Angry Oregonian? Feel free to, if you want more live news out there, guys, since a lot of poll people are out there, you have Angry Oregonian put his link in the chat once in a while if he's around. He gets out there just as often as I do to kind of show you what's going on out there. All right, here we go.
More meaning for cats because you're black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. Isn't that Proud? Wait, hold on. Isn't that Proud Boy? That's Proud Boy colors, isn't it? Yeah. It is. Yeah. At least he knows. He knows. Yeah. Black and yellow. Black and yellow. Why would I not fucking know? I'm one of the people who helped put fucking some of the Proud Boys behind bars. Whoa. Why the fuck? Not this. Not this one.
He's a snitch and a fed.
Not this one.
He's an informant. We were wrong the whole time.
Besides, isn't it November? Should you be trying to not get yourself off in public?
The audio, for some reason, is kind of messed up or whatever on that thing there that's playing back through there for some reason. I think whoever copied this didn't do a good job copying it.
Yeah. The what? No, not November. Shouldn't you be trying to not get yourself off in public? Get myself off in public? You're fucking dense, aren't you?
I guess we're no longer Black Lives Matter, guys. They're no longer Black Lives Matter. Hey, it's next. How you doing? Nice to see you. Oh, I got a couple of other cool mods popping in. Has Portland gotten worse? Not worse than 2020 and 2021, at least not at night there, where they're sort of 50 to 100 black blocker attacking police for no reason, that kind of stuff. No, that's not happening here because nowadays they kind of understand that like they might sort of spend some more time in jail than 2 hours.
You're triggered and angry, aren't you? You're very angry. And what's amazing to me is that you think that you're triggering me any further than what I'm like. You're angry. You're definitely angry. No. And racist. And racist, yeah. And racist, yeah. Tell me how to be as a black man. Oh, you're still mad about the Uncle. I'm not mad. You want to pretend for all these white boys that don't know.
Notice that he can't answer a question. This guy hasn't asked VCP a question yet. VCP's asked him 2 or 3 already, and he hasn't answered a single one of them.
But Uncle, now they're white boys. Dang, you're racist. Are you racist? You're racist against your own too, huh? You're racist against your own. These chads out here don't even fucking know 1930s German history. They don't know Germany history. You don't even know who Bar Jesus is. You don't even know who Bar Jesus is, Mr. Theology. Yeah.
Oh, is this the guy that he was talking about the theology conversation last night too, Angry Oregonian? I thought it was somebody else he was talking to, this Jesus, that Jesus, or something like that. He was talking about this. This guy's put people away, evidently worked at Microsoft for 17 years and did some things there. What else did he give himself credit for? Maybe he is these things, and evidently a theologian also, right? Within really, that's crazy. I don't like my mods know the rules, or whatever. Just like, don't break TOS, don't attack the mods, don't overly cuss. You get like 1 or 2 warnings if you're cussing, but aside from that, say what you want to say. In some cases, we had a troll the other day or something like that was in the chat or whatever. He just kept going, and Michael was talking to him most of the time or whatever. But I ignored him for a little while. He was still in the chat talking. Wasn't breaking the rules. But if you go to a leftist stream like this one, like, no, we got to kick you out. You might say something that would make the people in my chat think, we can't have people sort of thinking anything besides the leftist narrative. Now, can we?
They're making up because you want to pretend there's a second Jesus. There is a second Jesus. Well, I mean, unless you want to pretend that everyone named Yeshua was Jesus. If you're that kind of retard. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Oh, calling a black guy a name like that. Interesting.
Bar Jesus. So who's the real Jesus?
Other cool names in here. Thanks, guys, for popping in there. Appreciate more people seeing what's going on. How you guys doing out there? Hopefully, you guys are doing good. I'm kind of curious how. I'll come up with a better poll question next time here because this one was just too easy for you guys or whatever. But you guys are big fans of the live protest streams. I guess that's why I get like 1,000 people showing up on my lives and 30 people showing up on these streams. So makes that breakdown there. You guys don't like the reaction to IRL streams? I like sometimes doing those. If I'm seeing Liberty Hangout or somebody like that is doing something out there, or old Charlie Kirk debate, kind of reacting to that kind of stuff and kind of seeing what the leftist answers are. Those are kind of fun streams, in my opinion, but not your thing. It's okay. Debate. I would have put debate streams on there too. There's a few people that can't come from the debate community in the channel. But anyway, get back to the silliness.
Yeshua at some point that they were also Jesus. Fucking retard. He's not even wanting to. He's wanted to argue. He's wanting to be angry. It's like saying that because someone named Joshua might be out here today that they're also Jesus. I mean, come on. How fucking retarded? Go eat your soup, man. Come on, let's go eat. How fucking retarded? Go eat your soup.
In what way has it affected Crystal? Or people kind of more people going to church and things like that? You're thinking of, I mean, that's nationwide, but I would imagine in Utah, even more so, you know, whether Mormon church or some other church, you know, I'm guessing there's a little bit more of a revival going on there than other places. And hopefully more of a call for civility, but I'm not sure if ICE is attacking the Salt Lake City ICE building or not. Ever.
Yeah, this is what MAGA's here for.
This is what mod is here for? I don't know what he means by the last part. Anyway, that is Shane Noakes there. Speaking of Liberty Hangout here, I just wanted to pop this one out here. She's at some sort of a riot here, and they were kind of going a little crazy with her here, but just wanted to see what this video is about.
No, he said not to follow him, not to ask him for anything. He can't help me at all. He said that this is my fault, the crowd is my fault, and the crowd has everything to do with me. So I had to keep that.
At Ohio University. I'm assuming it's fairly new. I know you used to go to universities all the time and get scared out of them by crazy people like this, you know?
I'm safe.
Fucking people. Pick her up! Pick her up! Pick her up! But seriously, no one's stopping me from leaving. Pick her up! Pick her up! Pick her up! Pick her up!
I'm guessing it was actually an older video.
Not just going to stand by and let people, you know, shit on other people's personal choices, like drug
So you
whether
guys
it be
do the
drug
same
use,
thing. You
whether it be
guys do
drug
the
use.
same thing that you accuse me of doing.
No,
yes,
personal,
you are.
yes.
Yeah, you guys
But your
hate.
personal choice
You
hurts
guys
people
hate.
because
You guys hate what I do,
people-
what I say. Yeah,
people
you
like
come
Charlie
out here and
Kirk.
treat me worse than I've treated
Okay, it is news. You mentioned Charlie Kirk.
anybody in my life. They say they're tolerant and they're loving.
What happened to our universities, guys? Kent State's from, I think, yeah, it's somewhere Ohio area, isn't it? But yeah, it's kind of crazy. Her home state, her home area, and everything. People don't like her. It's like, I thought that was a warm, loving area, the Bible Belt, for the people that, you know, believe in the Bible. The people that don't act like this.
Hey, you don't want to do that. You don't want to stand there. Hey.
Oh, that's they just threw water at a black, and that's not water, that's lemonade or some sick stuff. And a black guy. What's his name? Imagine just put a mirror up to these people. You know, would they change their behavior if they had a mirror or whatever? Look at what you look like, okay? You know, big mirror. Is this the way you want to be presented when you get out of college? You know, if you want your future employer to see this video of you, is that the way you want to behave, or do you want to behave like a civilized adult?
Oh shit, they're fucking animals.
They're still throwing stuff.
You need to back up.
Joel, shut your window, Joel.
No cops out there, evidently. They told her that it was her fault for being there at a public university.
Joel, shut the window.
Why is that cop just letting us all?
The cop is letting. He told me, Justin. He told me he could not help me. He has nowhere for me to go.
He's just standing there. I mean, one against what, 50 or 60 around you that won't even listen to you because ACAB in their opinion, remember?
These cops are watching this happen. There's another one.
2. Just ridiculous behavior for anybody. Junior hires behave better than this. Wow, that's crazy behavior. Okay, back to Portland. Back to Portland. I think here. Let's see what's going on. You guys still behaving in the chat there? You're Oregonian. Yeah. Oh, is that what's going on there? There's an extension of Kent State and Cleveland. The main college is a bit southeast of Cleveland, Ohio. Okay. It's over in that ballpark somewhere. Benjamin Button stopped by Tommy Boy's. This guy had some problems with ice or whatever. Let's see what he said to Tommy Boy. Is Tommy Boy going to cuss and go crazy on my stream again? We'll see.
Can you play Aladdin? Aladdin music.
Yeah, I love this little remote control, bro. It's a lifesaver. Hey, Benjamin, how's it feel to know that everybody knows you're a racist little vulgar man?
You're gonna actually let me talk?
Wow, good job, Tommy. You did it without cussing.
Yeah, go ahead.
Team of Danny DeVito.
You're a racist little vulgar man. Oh yeah, I forgot I said I would. Hey, he's trying to talk, bro.
Because he knows that he got to
Go ahead, Fred.
get distracted.
I was out here several weeks ago.
Don't get distracted.
That's what these idiot leftists do. They won't allow a conversation to happen. Probably has a stupid conversation comment, but the guy that wants to play the stupid music out there that talks about Epstein or something like that, rather than have a one-on-one conversation. Leftists will not allow you to have a conversation.
We want the unredacted.
Things that I do not stand by at all. And I would apologize to anybody for what I said. So stop using that against me.
So you're proud of what you said?
I didn't say that. I said things that were against my morals that I would apologize for.
Release the Epstein.
Yeah, this guy wants to try to apologize, and the leftist wants to blast the stereo right in their ears. It's crazy. Half Buckeye. Cops don't do anything in your small town. Don't do it. Well, sometimes it's kind of nice if they don't do anything, if there's no crime or something like that in some of these small towns or something like that. Like, sit back, make sure everybody doesn't bug other people, you know. And there's no reason for them to do anything besides check people for speeding and things like that, you know.
There's no excuse. It's on the internet forever.
Oh my goodness. At least with Suno or whatever AI program you make, they're pretty even, you know. They heard my Antifa song the other day, and then they hear this song about anti-Trump and fascists and things like that. Like, whatever.
There's a lot of shit on the internet, too.
And once the song says the F word, then it's no longer.
Now he's gonna find out.
Like, why are you apologizing to Tommy Boy? Why do something as adult-like as that? Why are you doing that? You're doing an adult thing. You should do a childish thing, like wear hair like this guy is.
What did you think? You weren't gonna get caught.
And I agree, Obama judges should release the Epstein list.
And that's this guy here. All night long, I was doing this evidently. First, you got a thing that says resist fascism. Define fascism, buddy. All they can say, it's a right-wing movement. That's all they can say. It's other words, you know. And during the night, sometime 2 nights ago, BCP asked somebody, when did that definition come out? When did the definition with it being on the right come out? And they didn't understand the question. The person, the leftist, black blocker, whatever, I don't understand the question. The definition is right-wing, authoritarian, blah, blah, blah. That's not what I'm saying. When did that definition come out? If you got that definition from Webster, when did Webster put that definition into the Webster dictionary? They can't put 2 and 2 together. It's just crazy. Jokes out there. Kids are funny out there. Okay, this guy is. Let's see what else happened last night here. Oh, Ragsdale might have gotten in trouble here. I didn't see this part here until now. All I saw was this clip here, but who had it? No, Tommy for Trump had it on video. Okay. This Miss Mary person or whatever gets a lot of these clips or whatever. I probably should. She probably has to do the YouTube Plus or whatever, and then you are able to download it and clip it that way. It's just too much trouble. I'd rather just watch it.
Oh.
So surprising when their guys are getting in trouble, right? Like this, evidently. All you hear is noise and yelling and screaming all around you at that point there. That's so interesting. Why would they sort of try to drown out that stuff when somebody's trying to see what's going on here?
I'm not smoking weed, stupid. It's a cigarette, dumbass, on the sidewalk. Oh, I know, that pulls my boundaries.
Yeah, I don't know what. I haven't watched Candace Owens in quite a while or whatever since she started getting going off the rails. You know, I liked her when she was at next to Charlie's side and Marina Tatum's side, Blexit and doing all that stuff. She should have stayed in that lane. You know, maybe done a weekly podcast. You know, but I think she was such in a hurry to kind of increase her name or something like that she wanted to sort of see the craziest takes and everything. And now she's kind of out there on her own, you know. Anyway.
So I'm not going past it. Because they're giving him a ticket for smoking pot out of a weed pipe in public.
This was weird and everything. If Tommy's right about that, if he was smoking weed in public out there out of a pipe or something like that, and probably didn't have a regulation pipe or whatever, I guess he got in trouble for that out. And I don't know if he actually got arrested or whatever. Probably just a strong warning at this point here. So if you do it again, we're gonna bust you for it. But if he was officially homeless, you know, they'd probably let him do it if he had a tent nearby, you know, like, okay, we feel sorry for you. You need to keep you warm or something like that. Go ahead. Portland police politics is ridiculous. Although that, if he does do a lot of the grass or whatever, that would explain his anger management issues. This guy here that's usually in that skeleton costume, and now he's in this sort of weird bird costume thing here. Maybe it became a hazard, I'm guessing, with that skeleton costume.
Oh.
I think certain amounts are something like that, but if it's over a certain amount or if it's not, there's some weird regulations or whatever, then I guess he broke one of those regulations, I'm guessing.
I'm not smoking weed, stupid. It's a cigarette, dumbass, on the sidewalk.
Yeah, I'm guessing the Portland police in this case here did the right thing here, you know. They're sort of saying, we're watching you, okay? Quit doing stupid stuff or we're going to have to take you in next time and everything. We can't protect you if you keep doing stupid things like antagonizing people. We're going to give you this warning about weed, but what it's really about is the Portland politicians aren't going to protect you if you harass journalists and do things like that. That's the sentiment that I'm getting here.
Oh, I know, that pulls my boundaries, so I'm not going past it. Because they're giving him a ticket for smoking pot out of a weed pipe in public.
Like, why do you just repeat the one song? When I do my songs, you hear me repeat the same song. It's the same tune. Also, usually if you're using Suno, they give you two different kind of styles with the same basic wording, basically. But he's just using the same one, just putting it on repeat. Come up with some imagination, buddy. Okay. What was this one about here? BCP had this clip here. JD Delay reposted it. BCP's getting some more fame over on Twitter. If you guys want to help me get some fame on Twitter, you can click that Twitter link in the description down below if you want to. Well, but this is the crazy woman again here. Okay, oh no, this is a while ago. This is why never mind. That's an old one. 1 minute and 2 seconds ago, Hayden Swank gave us a look at the Portland Ice facility with the normal blowies and frogs. No wonder Maceface has an OnlyFans, evidently. Interesting. Let's see what's going on.
Yeah, God bless.
Yes, not.
Tell them to hold the line. I've been saying this. They don't want to hold the line whatsoever. So you're going to come out here, you're going to protest every night, scream at the gate, but as soon as they start walking out, we're going to run away. We're going to run away, we're going to let the cars go. It's insane.
You think he was paid by chance? I don't know if he was streaming or anything like that. You think he was just kind of some Democrat socialist or whatever sort of paid him to kind of go out there? Here, play this song on repeat around Tommy Boy. See if you can get him to start a fight with you or something like that. You know, don't sort of provoke him besides just kind of playing ridiculous music that he thinks might agitate or something like that, you know. If he was smart or whatever, he would, since Tommy's big on the ABC group or something like that, he should have played some song, you know, saying gender is a social construct. Women are women if they say they're women or something like that, you know. That's what might have pissed Tommy up enough to sort of, I don't think it would have, but that would have been closer than the Epstein thing. Like, yeah, most Republicans say yes, the Epstein list should come out, you know. And a lot of people also say people who did not commit a crime should not be publicly scrutinized and everything for something they didn't do. That kind of stuff. You can have two thoughts at the same time.
Straight jackets for all of them. I can condone. I think. They gotta look up there now. I think we should just send them all to a third world country.
And like whoever's streaming on this one here, let them for a week or something like that, or a month or whatever, you know, give them enough food to live on there, but let them know what it's like to live in those third world countries, especially ones that are not exactly freedom of speech type people, you know, like Venezuela, Cuba types, and see if they miss America, you know.
Yeah, touch each other. Yeah, touch each other. Put it back in now.
Where did BCP go? Oh, he's over there.
Look at like 10 Portland police over across the way over there. Supposedly they have a good camera angle also. I usually park a truck right over there at that stop sign.
My chat says you're a stud.
I'm a stud.
You're a stud.
Thank you, chat. Appreciate it, guys.
What about me? Am I a stud? Probably not. Wild boy here. What's he yelling, spitting out here? Some silly nonsense, I would assume here. This your favorite guy here, Angry Oregonian, and here your Stokes guy here.
Should have been fucking aborted. You're fucking worthless.
Should have been aborted. Okay, that's really nice, tolerant thing to say to another human being, you know, that's doing their job. The funny thing is that I keep thinking in the back of my head, he has no idea that these guys are right-wingers. There's no idea. Unless you dox them, you don't know their political affiliation. They could be left-wing, classic liberals, centrist or something like that are to say, hey, this is the best job I can get and everything. And I like to use the things I learned in my former job in the next job. And this is the level I can do that. If I had to take a lower job working at McDonald's, I wouldn't be able to support my family. But I still have beliefs about cultural leftism, gay marriage and these other things. They just assume, for some reason, I'm guessing, that just because they're doing their job that the government asked them to do, that they're right-wing fascists, right? It just irritates me. It's like oh wow.
Yeah, we know you think it's fucking funny, you piece of shit. You shouldn't even fucking be here. You shouldn't even fucking exist.
He's saying that to 7 people on his line.
Little piece of shit. Fucking.
He's close enough to see the amount of people, so I'm guessing, 7 people on a live feed. Yeah, I'm guessing. Well, it's not TikTok. He's on horizontal, so he's either going to YouTube or Facebook, maybe. But probably Facebook in his case, I would guess.
You're doing a starting fucking cross the line in their fucking dog. You sick fuck.
Nothing wrong with Facebook. If you guys want to follow my Facebook, there might be a link in the chat there somewhere. But if you do need the link to my Facebook page, I will find it for you here, because I'm trying to get to, I'm at 69. If somebody wants to help me get to 70 on Facebook, I would appreciate it so kindly. Let me get to that page there so I can copy the link. Yes, that's 69 there. If you guys want to help me break 70, let me just give you this link here. Hold your horses. Thank you so much. Here, I know you, as are youngsters, and you don't deal with that old fogey Facebook stuff. But if any of you guys aren't old fogey or whatever, please click on that link in the chat there, it's Facebook, and then click the follow button and see if we can break 70. I'm trying to get to 100 so I can live stream to the less old fogies there on Facebook. For some degens or whatever, it's a good number, but I'm trying to be 100. But I'm more of into the school thing, Back in school, sometimes I got a 69 on my test or whatever. I'd rather get 100 on my test, so that's what I'm shooting for. But I know what some people are thinking when they see that number.
How easy like it would be right now for them to just like, holy shit.
Yeah, you guys think it's real fucking funny when they shoot fucking dogs that are out in the middle of the fucking sidewalk, don't you?
How many times do you have to cuss? You're an adult, buddy. I know you're in Portland, but use adult language, not that kind of adult language, but civilized adult language. If you don't agree with someone, tell them that you don't agree with them and to leave you alone, or say your opinions are poo-poo or something like that. You don't need to cuss at them, okay? It doesn't help the conversation when you cuss.
Dogs?
Yeah.
Dogs?
Dogs that were walking with that got hit with the fucking pepper balls, you piece of shit. Dude, bet you thought that was real fucking funny.
How many? I guess this guy cusses more than Tommy Boy. And Tommy Boy cusses a lot. This guy overdoes Tommy Boy's cussing. Really, Jeff? Really? Okay. I believe you. Back when I was in school or whatever, there was this guy that came in sophomore year or something like that, and he was probably from California or something like that. He always said 69, babe, 69. Like hang loose, whatever people say, hang loose, but his hang loose was 69.
Now, there's a dog walking just now.
When they're shooting the pepper balls, there was a fucking dog that she was walking with. They didn't even cross.
No way.
Yeah.
So why are you walking your dog in front of an ICE facility with armed agents that are shooting pepper?
On a normal fucking street?
Why are you walking on the side? Why are you bringing your dog to a protest?
Good question.
I don't have a dog. I've talked about the other person who had the dog that they just fucking shot.
I was just saying it in general.
So why are they shooting dogs on a fucking public sidewalk?
They were shooting at the dog.
The dog got fucking hit.
I'm so confused. You have it on camera? I'd love to see it. Pull it up.
Wait, you want me to stop my live stream to show you shit?
For your 7 people? Yeah, I do.
No, I'm just gonna fucking submit it to the DA later. That's why I'm recording this shit.
Submit it to the DA, bro.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Dude, I'm retired.
We got to make sure that we never call Tommy. Tommy's the tank engine. It triggers the fuck out of him. So never.
Never get to Thomas and take it. That's funny. That is a good one.
He is more of a dog than the dog was. Yeah, the dog probably was better behaved than this guy. I don't see many dogs that cuss and yell and scream at people that they just met as much as this guy does. You know, there's dogs that are nicer to their postman.
I like that one. What up, buddy? How you doing, man? Pretty good. He's talking about how the ICE agents were shooting at dogs with the pepper bullets that are walking by and stuff like that.
Really? Just the person that was walking by with their dog got shot. The dog
So the dog or the person got shot? Because originally you said they were shooting at the dog, but now the person got shot.
Got hit by those. Got hit. The dog got hit by the pepper ball.
But you just said that the guy got hit, or the dog. Which one?
You dumb fuck. Holy fuck.
Well, first you started with the dog, and then you went to the person. What? Yeah, why are you so retarded? Well, I don't know. You fucking
Oh, I guess that guy is. How did he retired from Microsoft? What? Man, I want to get a job from Microsoft if you could be that stupid and work for Microsoft. I still kind of doubt that, but Hayden Swank on this one here.
You're gonna protest every night, scream at the gate, but as soon as they start walking out, we're gonna run away.
Look at the feds looking at the shark like, come on, shark, come on, shark, come on, baby shark, let's go.
We're gonna run away, we're gonna let the cars go. It's insane.
Not grifting, guys, but just letting you know, I'll make another song or whatever. Not a silly song like those guy just did down the street there, but in case you want to hit the goal or whatever, there's that super chat button down there. Not grifting, just giving you information about the super chat goal thing or whatever.
Straight jackets for
I think you still have 20 more minutes to hit that goal.
all of them. I can condone. I think we should just send them all to a third world.
You think that's a good, yeah, that's it. Retired him, yeah, like you were saying some crazy things or something like that were inappropriate, and you were writing code that was not exactly good for our AI or whatever. But he seemed to think that he was in the criminal division of Microsoft or whatever, working with feds to go after bad guys of some sort, Proud Boys. And the other day he said something else. He went after traffickers or something like that. I don't know.
Country.
Touch each other. Yeah, touch each other. Put it back in now.
We already saw that. Most of that one anyway. Here's Richard. Everybody's got to have their daily dose of Richard, right? Let's see what he did today.
Hell yeah, you got this, Richard.
Or than Andy walking by him.
Hell yeah, you got this, Richard.
You're doing good.
Not as good as I can do, I'll admit. Hey, Jeffy, thank you so much. You're a softie. I appreciate softies and non-softies. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I had a lazy today or whatever, but I'll get that stream deck working so I get better sounds than just this applause. I'll give you the good fake applause. You probably prefer real applause, though. I appreciate it. I'll still do a song. Although, technically, I was shooting for $10 if I was a grifter. So I'll do half a song. Okay, you guys get half a song. $5 more to get a full song. Okay.
Hell yeah, you got this, Richard.
You're doing good.
Blah, 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 blah. But should I do a song about a person or kind of an event here from last night or all these ice nights and things like that? Is this Banana Boy or this is a different guy here? Good conversation with someone from who was the first person on this. Chris Sims did this on here. A new guy that was out there last night, I guess. Hey, back there. I hate when I do this. Go back in there and find the bookmarks and.
We got through recently are fucking violent people.
And lots of the issues that have been going
That's
on.
exactly what I think too.
It's not everyone, obviously.
Right.
But there are in the past couple of years there have been significantly more. I feel like people who are violent, or at least that's what's reported.
Like you've heard of Lake and Riley and people like that have been murdered.
I mean, at least that's what's reported. Like,
Yep.
we don't know what we don't know. We don't know. What
There's a lot more stories out there that we don't even hear about.
So, I don't know.
Daily stories, yeah.
I think I bookmarked today. I think a country without borders is not a country.
Thank you. I agree.
I can acknowledge that too. Like, I
Until we have like a one Earth utopia, like a country without borders is not a country.
No, because there's always going to be
Common sense guy. Wow. Doesn't matter which way the guy leans, but yeah, a country without borders isn't really a true country. Wow, common sense in Portland. Amazing.
Yeah, at least in the modern day, there's always going to be some kind of issue that's dividing people, like, especially in the sense of having open borders. As much as I would love that as a person, and that would be awesome to just be able to go to Canada without any
big issue right now.
3 personalities. Wow. K2's got you beat by like 4 or 5. What's going on there now? I gotta start thinking of a song here since you guys are getting close to that song making time there. Still got 15 more minutes to get $3 more, but to get a full song. Otherwise, you only get 3/4 of a song. What was Trump doing here the other day? Was he on his way back to the house?
Mr. President.
Usually he'll talk to the press, but obviously he was in a hurry. Like, I gotta get to work, guys. Gotta get to work. Okay, I will talk to you tomorrow or something. I was almost afraid that he was going to start dancing up there. You know, there's probably some wind and the stairs nearby. Like, okay, we know you're in good shape, Trump, but please don't dance while you're up there. That would have been funny. Speaking of funny.
In history. First and foremost, this is the most corrupt administration in history. And then they're cruel enough to create work requirements for hungry people to get SNAP. But
they're cruel enough to make you work to get benefits. Yeah, you want to hear that again? Angry Oregonian. I try to not look at her hairdo or something like that as you're listening to this statement here, okay?
first and foremost, this is the most corrupt administration in history. And then they're cruel enough to create work requirements for hungry people to get SNAP.
Maybe there was something else she said after that, but that pretty much tells you that she's okay with people that don't have to work to get food. I mean, how far socialist or communist do you want here? Here's a nice calming little video here. Okay, nice relaxing thing here. This is from Travis Nealton. I've been to this Salmon Creek place also. A very nice, beautiful waterfall. Hard to get to though. He's the bodyguard person for some of the streamers down there, including Honey Badger Mom.
What are those things? What's out there?
There's a river right here for you.
Big huge stick pit here for Jesse.
In summertime, that area gets a little more shallow there. If you don't mind cold water, San Diego River, I believe. It's pretty nice place to go and everything, and see the water come off all those areas. Very nice little area along the river there. But anyway, not a very popular waterfall, but it's along the highway there. What's going on in the UK these days, guys? What's going on in the UK? Let's go overseas real quick here. That could be very well be. They're angry. Very well be. Have you put your link in the chat yet? If you don't put your link in the chat, Snooks will have to put your link in the chat, and then you'll have to say thank you, Snooks, for putting my link in the chat. Since you're too humble to put your own link in the chat or whatever. Okay, so I don't want Snooks to have to do your job for you. Follow at the Oregonian if you want to see some live footage from different spots in Oregon, including ice once in a while. What's going on here?
Save the nation! Deportation! 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 Refugees are welcome here! Refugees are welcome here!
There you go. Man, I thought we were kind of a little bit upset with, immigrants and things like that. The first comment they made there was save the nation deportation, in reference, in my opinion, to illegal immigration and everything going out of hand, and they need to be deported back to France or wherever else they came from, or their original countries. But the second comment they made went a little bit further.
Refugees are welcome here! Refugees are welcome here!
Refugees aren't welcome here. Whereas, some of us would ever say, if they're a refugee from a neighboring country that has a valid claim or whatever, that the cartels threatened to unalive them or something like that, and they have proof of this, then yes, they can be a refugee until their problem gets solved, kind of thing, until maybe Mexico turns into El Salvador kind of stuff, and they start to imprison the troublemakers. But anyway, England is getting based. All right. Should we see more Portland stuff, or going to watch Trump stuff? Let's watch another Portland thing, then we'll go back to some Trump stuff here.
What do you do? What happened? What happened? What happened? What happened? It sounded like he said a car was on fire.
I'm not sure what this one was about. Ooh. Oh, the interview content. That'll be kind of cool stuff to do. That'll be nice to do that. What is it in the chat there? Hopefully he'll put his link in the chat. I don't know if he did already on that one there, but enough windows open right now. You can put your own link in the chat. I think this might have been 2 nights ago here when they were running around.
He did it? I was stayed. Oh, damn, I'm too old for this.
No plates, no plates.
Is the other reason I don't go down there and don't run as well as I used to.
You know what that?
What?
One of our guys chased the dude down.
What?
BCP's thinking, I better not have just ran that hard for no reason.
What?
I don't know who.
Yeah. You know what kind of call it was?
What? What?
A black Honda Civic with no plates.
Is it gone?
Yo. Huh? Bro, I don't know. I just saw running and I followed everybody. Bro, I don't know what's going on. Oh. I don't know.
What?
I have no clue, bro. I don't know why they said that, bro.
Like, did they all just run for no reason or something?
Shut up, 30 seconds. So shut up. You the motherfuckers that run 12-minute miles in school. Like, shut up. That's you. Agent.
Was that you watched? Oh, this was last night. Okay, a non-existent fire, and somebody, in other words, somebody did that thing in that nursery rhyme or whatever. Somebody cried wolf, basically, and everybody fell for it, kind of thing. That's a nursery rhyme, but you know what I'm talking about. Let's see what some of Trump's interview is about here.
With him, yeah, I mean, I had to push him a little bit one way or the other. I think I did a great job in pushing him. He's a very talented guy. He's a guy that has never been pushed before, actually. That's the kind of person you needed in Israel at the time. It was very important. I don't think they treat him very well. He's under trial for some things that I don't think they treat him very well. I think it should, we'll be involved in that to help him out a little bit because I think it's very unfair. I did. I pushed him. I didn't like certain things that he did, and you saw what I did about that. I also stopped, we knocked the hell out of Iran, and then it was time to stop. And we
talking about Bibi. Mondani
to New York.
But what if Mondani becomes mayor?
It's going to be hard for me as the president to give a lot of money to New York. Because if you have a communist running...
I like how he gives a reason. He's doing better at explaining why he does things. You notice that too? He doesn't just say, because I want to, or because that's the way things are going to be done from now on. But in this case, he explains why he's planning on doing something.
New York, all you're doing is wasting the money you're sending there. So I don't know that he's won, and I'm not a fan of Cuomo one way or the other, but if it's going to be between a bad Democrat and a communist, I'm going to pick the bad Democrat all the time, to be honest with you.
But what if my...
Cuomo probably didn't want Trump's endorsement, but he also didn't want to be called a bad Democrat. They're like, no, Trump, I wanted you to sort of say that I'd be a better choice than Mamdani. Don't call me a bad Democrat. Oh, boy. You think Trump secretly wants Mamdani to win just to kind of show how bad his kind of policies and ideas are? Let him be kind of the voice of the Democrats. Just back in the day, remember when Giuliani was like the voice of the Republicans, establishment at the time, but as he was cleaning up New York, this is how Republicans do things. But now Mamdani being the mayor is going to be like, this is how Democrats do things. Filibuster. One more here.
Different nuclear, by the way. It's called ending the filibuster.
But to do that, he'd need Senate Majority Leader John Thune to change Senate rules. Did you see John Thune said today they're not going to do that?
I know John doesn't. Well, John and a few other. But you know what? The Republicans have to get tougher. If we end the filibuster, we can do exactly what we want. We're not going to lose power. The theory is, then we'll do it. But then when they get into power someday, they'll do it. That's true. But you know what?
So you think John
Thune... We're here right now. No, I like John Thune. I think he's terrific. But I disagree with him on this point.
He said today he wasn't going to do it.
Well, that's too bad. They don't vote. That's their problem. Now, I happen to agree.
He's like, that's too bad. Like, in his mind, he's like, when I get back, I got to make a phone call. Katie Davis Court was also out there last night. Antifa was acting up here. Check out this video from Katie Davis Court. Make sure you follow her on Twitter.
Peace out, Banana Man.
I'll see you guys next Saturday.
Yeah. So I guess the prediction or whatever is that after the elections and everything, then they'll agree to bring the government back on Wednesday or Thursday. And politically, for getting people in leadership, it worked out fine for the Democrats. Because all those sort of New England area, East Coast Democrats or whatever. Even in the middle, they were kind of debating, I'm guessing, between like, who should we vote for, a Republican or a Democrat? The Democrats are saying that Trump's doing bad things by not sort of compromising, come to a compromise on the shutdown. So, okay, so then we'll go with the Democrats. They're standing strong with their beliefs. So that they'll get those middle of the road ones leaning to the New Jersey and the Virginia situations. I think that was their playbook there, but didn't really help the people that really mattered, the people that need their SNAP benefits, the federal workers that are gonna have trouble putting food on the table that they supposedly cared about them about 8 months ago when they were getting fired left and right by the Trump administration. Oh, come on, you can't fire them. Oh no, people don't quit and take that severance check. Don't do that. But now, when they're the ones that basically fired them for the past 30 days. Craziness. What happened here?
It was a dud.
After Antifa militants blocked federal vehicles at the ICE facility last night, the group moved away from the building to escape potential arrests. Federal authorities took the opportunity to transfer detained illegal aliens out of the building when protesters weren't looking. ICE raids and operations have increased in recent weeks.
Throw it at you.
In other words, when they're too busy dealing with Tommy and other streamers and people out there that they don't like, having conversations, that's when ICE realizes, okay, there's only 3 or 4 of them out there. Time to run. Time to not have to expend as many resources on protecting the cars as necessary, You see that there's only like 3 or 4 people letting him out. Usually you've got 10 or 20 people kind of having to hold the streets there, but at that point there, and that's where in that big van right there is usually where the people are. Bark, 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 bark. That's the guy in the dog outfit.
He is too old.
Yeah, they don't know what they're fighting. They're more into fighting Nick Sorter down here and that rebel girl down there than they are about their cause. They want to get Nick Sorter somehow to antagonize them to get him arrested or something like that. Like, we got a high-profile right-winger arrested by Portland police. For what? Oh, defending himself when they put an umbrella in his face? Like, Oh, sorry, you can't be arrested for self-defense. You shouldn't be.
I'll see you guys next Saturday.
Hey, Big Toast. How you doing, Bacon Toast? What did you have for breakfast? Interesting. That's Katie Davis Court. Make sure you check her out there. See how we're doing here. Oh, and James Comey, Letitia James. Oh, I haven't heard this one yet.
They're all public figures who have publicly denounced you. Is it political retribution?
You know what? You know who got indicted? The man you're looking at. I got indicted, and I was innocent. And here I am because I was able to beat all of the nonsense that was thrown at me. And yet, when you go after a dirty cop like Comey, or a guy like Bolton, who I hear I don't know anything about it. I hear he took records all over the place. Who knows? Letitia James is a terrible, dishonest person, in my opinion.
Did you instruct the Department of Justice to go after
Not
her?
in any way, shape, or form.
Boom. Didn't wait at all on that one. Just answered it right away. That's when you know somebody's honest. Like, nope, I didn't do anything about it, you know?
No, you don't have to instruct them because they were so dirty. They were so...
But he might have sort of said something to the effect of, I want deep state people out of office or whatever. Go after people that are breaking the laws in the political establishment that sort of think their office is more important than the law, basically. I'm guessing he sort of emphasized that to Pam Bondi and Kash Patel and everybody else, which makes perfect sense.
So crooked, they were so corrupt that the honest people we have, Pam Bondi's doing a very good job.
James Comey, John Bolton, Letitia James were all recently indicted.
That's what I heard, I think, 9 or whatever. I think BCP and him had that conversation the other day. 2-minute, 18-minute conversation. How would you do something to an ICE agent confronts Portland wannabe Antifa C team after one calls for violence on ICE officers? There you go, Rebel. There we go.
I'm a good person.
Are you gonna do it?
I would.
You would hang an ICE agent. You would? You would?
I would hang a Nazi. I would hang a Nazi.
But you said that ICE agents are Nazis. So what are you saying is you believe that ICE agents in this facility should be hanged from that building? Anybody who stand on business.
I don't want to say it on camera. Why don't you want to say it on camera? You want to yell and scream and call people names, but all of a sudden put a camera in your face and you won't man up.
Stand on business with what you said. How do you think that should be done? How do you think that should be done?
None of your fucking business.
Just like it was in 19...
No, evidently, if you said that same thing to ICE agents, it's definitely their business since you're threatening them. So if it's their business, why isn't it somebody who's taking video of this event? Sorry if I'm interrupting the thing too much. I'm sorry. I just like to get my 2 cents in.
So you don't want to stand on business no more. You don't want to stand on business anymore. So just to reiterate, you think that ICE agents should be hung from that building?
I think that Nazis should not exist.
And you said that ICE agents are Nazis, so does that mean you're saying that ICE agents should not exist?
I think that ICE agents are evil people.
And what do you think should happen to them because they're evil people?
What do you think should happen to evil people?
I don't necessarily agree with you when you say that ICE agents are evil people.
I didn't ask you.
I'm asking you, what do you think should happen to them? I'm asking you.
Look me in the eyes. Tell me that dragging children away from their families is evil. Tell me that.
It's really easy to ask questions. It's not so easy to answer.
It's easy to answer. What do I think that should happen to evil people? Depends on what they do.
Do you agree with the Nazis?
With what Nazis?
He's trying to answer. You didn't let him. He's about to answer your question. Then you're trying to ask him another question. Let him answer your first question, you stupid person.
The Nazis. 1930s, 1940s.
Who are the Nazis?
Do you agree with the
Who are
Nazis?
the Nazis out here today? Who are the Nazis out here today? Who are the Nazis out here today?
Again, you can't answer a simple fucking question.
You cut him off in the middle of your last question. So you're evidently not wanting to get the answer when you cut him off as he's answering your last question. I'm sorry if it's hard to hear with all the other noise around it.
You haven't answered any of mine.
Here's the thing, is I actually have a job, and you are here trying to make money off of this shit by standing there with
He has a job. This is what he does, partly for fun, partly to kind of shout out the truth. You stupid person.
I have a job. I flew in here this weekend to film. I have a job. I work full time.
Okay, so you have nothing. You have no friends to hang out with.
I do what I want.
This is what you decided.
Oh my gosh, these people are just so irritating. Think of this like a hobby for a rebel, basically a hobby that sort of helps him kind of get the truth out there. Same for me and a lot of other streamers and everything. It's sort of our hobby and everything, but it's a meaningful hobby. That's a meaningful hobby for him. For you, evidently, this is important for you to hang out with your friends out here. Would you be out there alone doing this? Yelling at ICE agents and calling them names? I don't think you would. So you're only doing it because you're out there with friends. Rebel would do this if it was just him out there, for the most part, filming what's going on if he had to. You're the one that requires friends to help out with your hobby. Rebel here does not require anybody out there to do him. All he needs is a camera, himself, and a cowboy hat.
Do what I want. I'm out here to film you. Have great conversations. Nothing wrong with that, is there? You come out here to protest. I support your right to come out here and protest.
Yes, he does. Yep, I'm not sure on that one. That's a debatable one there. On that one there, I'd flip a coin on that one.
I'm a good person.
Are you gonna do it?
I would.
I would. It's just like there's like high school guys that had no friends in school or whatever. They're trying to find some group to hang out with and everything. And if it's a hateful group, then join the hateful group. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Skip that one. I was wanting to see this one here. Breaking Oregon federal judge blocks President Trump from deploying the National Guard to Portland yesterday. Judge somebody found that Trump likely unlawfully invoked Title 10, Section 12406, which permits federalization under certain circumstances, such as invasion, rebellion, or when federal laws cannot be executed. I'd say that the second one would be another option, the rebellion one there too. But this is the outcome of the 3 days state of Oregon versus Trump. Conclusion of the court says, for the above reasons, the court issues the following preliminary injunction. Until this court issues its final opinion and order resolving plaintiff's request for a permanent injunction, defendant Secretary Hegseth is preliminary enjoined from implementing the following memoranda federalizing and deploying members of the National Guard in Oregon. Okay, so if Oregon all of a sudden had a whole bunch of fires that needed help right now, he couldn't deploy the National Guard to Oregon. Wow. Well, I'm guessing the state of Oregon probably would at that point there, but what if the people who would request the state of Oregon were incapacitated and you needed somebody to have those troops there? Then you would need the Secretary of War to do it. And evidently, in this case, the Secretary of War does not have the power in Oregon to do that based on this idiot judge. Wow. Yeah, Oregon judges, leftist judges. Here's a Spider Mike thing or whatever. I'll just let you watch this here, see if you. Hopefully, I won't cuss a bunch.
So it soaks in. Holy shit! Fuck, dude. Yeah, well, they asked for 3 days. Those fentanyl patches. Yes, they do. Shit. They're a 3-day long. So it soaks into your pores. It gets into your system, and How you doing?
All right. You can kill your shit if you need to. Oh no! I'm serious. Are you good? Yeah, I'm cool. I'm cool.
You're warm. You're warm.
Yeah, I'm warm.
All right. Hopefully nothing shuts off here. Let's see here.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
All right, we're good. No, I'm not worried about the fuel. Fuck no.
I'm gonna. Yeah.
You want it down a little bit?
Well, just so we can. Yeah.
Get some air.
Yeah.
Because that fucking part is lingering around. I actually ended up. I tried one of those patches, and I was all just ate through my. The people, what they do is they open it up.
Why am I watching that? Boise, something that was going on in Boise. Mike, the mentally Idaho guy that sometimes at the facility, was recording this evidently. Okay. Typical leftist thing. Let's make loud noises and yell and scream at a public facility, evidently. Is this state or federal here? Blah, 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 blah. Doesn't say if it's a state place or a federal place, anyway. Based on the Mexican flags out there, I'll assume it's a federal ICE building or something, or a federal building.
She sure does act like it. But she's taking over the protest with this.
Yeah, it's like, it's no longer a protest if all you're doing is blaring that thing or whatever. You have no point. You're pointless at that point there. If you don't have some speech to say to them, you just blare a noisy thing or something like that, trying to annoy people inside or something like that. Good thing they got cameras all around here too. There's crazy people out there that don't know how to do a typical protest. Enough politics for today. Your rights end where my rights begin. Oh, this is a different angle here. This is from yesterday there when Dustin Ragsdale got the face of Travis Nealton, the bodyguard guy. And I'm still under the assumption that Dustin pushed up against him from the other camera angle, but I have not seen this camera angle.
Don't get the fucking touch.
Don't get nervous. Don't get stuff and sweat.
Go fuck yourself. Eat shit. You're not gonna do anything, asswipe. Fuck you.
He stepped away 2 times already.
Because you decided to touch me. Now go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself.
There we go.
Whoa.
Yeah, he didn't touch him, but you put your finger that close to someone in their space like that, expect it to get slapped away. You know, you don't do that kind of stuff.
Get up off the wall. I'm not doing. Quit touching your finger in my face. Don't put your face. That's what you do.
Don't put your finger in my face.
That's assault. Did you see your friend putting his hands threatening people? What are you doing? Your hand in it. You feel threatened. Yes, sir. Sorry.
Go call the cops, Dustin. Go call the cops. I'm sure they'll believe you. Yeah, Dustin, go call the cops. All this crap you've done. I don't think you have any integrity right now with the cops. They won't believe a thing you say.
You take your hand back off or back on, just like he didn't have any right to. He does not.
You had your hand in his face.
I got a flashlight too, you idiot. Your hands to yourself. Fuck you. Keep your hands.
I know that's what I don't understand in a lot of cases too. You know, at least not repeatedly, night in, night out kind of stuff. You know, to go to an ICE building or a county courthouse or something like that, you know, unless there's something actually happening at that event that you're trying to stop or delay or something like that, you know, don't break into the place at that point there. But yeah, you know, there's no point to kind of going into little places like that. Craziness. Did I ever see all of this?
To yourself, asswipe. Learn the rules. Step away. Learn the rules.
When was the last time you guys heard the term ass wipe, like he says there? 80s or 90s, guys? So it's the 80s or 90s was the last time you heard that used as an insult. I haven't heard that used since I was a kid. So is this guy like hasn't grown up yet? I'm guessing, and I'm guessing he's 40 some years old. So I would guess 90s or something like that was last time you'd heard that were used as an insult of some sort. I remember hearing it in the 80s. Not saying I'm old. I'm just saying I heard it in the 80s. Enough of that nonsense. Yes, I need to get ready to write a song here. What's the song going to be about? I got to find some sort of a song. Should I make it about one of our guys that's out there or one of their guys or girls?
And yeah, so constantly growing up, watching the injustices happen to Black people, learning about slavery.
Learning about slavery. Okay, yeah, slavery bad. Don't repeat slavery. But the problem is you're visually showing that you're okay with being on a plantation. Not a physical plantation where you pick stuff and things like that, but a mental plantation. You guys know what I mean by a mental plantation? You'll probably hear more of it in the part of this person here. Watch her still being on the mental plantation here.
Realizes you, but then as you grow up and you realize
Or psychological plantation, maybe.
That you were told lies your whole life and you have to relearn your education or relearn the history, it re-radicalizes you. And so that's kind of it. I kind of went off topic, but
No, yeah, that's really good. So part of why I've noticed you is you're very funny.
Thank you.
Is that part of how you get your message across? Is like trolling or like making?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
That's funny. I've never really considered myself a troll, but I guess that is kind of what I do.
It's just funny.
Yes, I just like to talk shit. Like I'm actually in my normal life a really sweet person.
Right.
But then it's like I just come here and
yeah, that's right. That's who had that conversation I was thinking out with. Yeah, the BCP was talking to her or whatever about plantation. Like, tell me how I should think is what BCP says. He likes to use that one there. Tell me how a Black guy is supposed to think. If you think I'm a traitor to my skin color, tell me exactly how I should think, white liberal lady, you know. It's like, and then they're like, I can't say anything here because you're oppressed and I can't tell oppressed people what to do, but you're a Trump voter and I don't know what to say.
you just deserve all the shit talked to you because you're a bad person.
Right.
You know, but like there's a difference between being a bad person and just being an evil person, and what ICE is doing is absolutely evil. So they're gonna hear the worst of the worst from me. And sometimes even I'm like, whoa, that's too far. And I gotta tone it back a little bit. But
So Portland's very white, as we know.
Yes.
It's too far. I think, what have we heard her say to the ICE agents out there? I think I've heard her say, unalive yourself, quit your job. I think something about aborting or something like that. Somebody should have been aborted. I think I remember hearing that off her bullhorn. What of those things maybe you shouldn't have said? You know, what was the overboard thing there, huh, lady?
You're one of the only Black people out here. How do you feel about that?
And that's okay. So that's why I came down and observed at first. I was like, I'm not sure if my white comrades are going to have my back if something happens to me.
Comrades. What group of people were big on saying comrades back in the day? If you guys wanted to, you could see how we're doing on that thing there. Double checking if you guys are old fogies out there. We are at 70. Thank you for getting me to 70. If we can get to 72 by the end of the day, I'd appreciate getting to 72 on that Facebook page there. Okay, right now we're at 70. Is 72 asking too much?
And then I saw out here were the crazy white people, and I was like, yeah, like they'll have my back for sure. It can be uncomfortable, but at the same time, I have that privilege of being able to talk to the people of color that are on the other side. And so I remind them that their ancestors would be deported, they'd be disappointed and also deported, but I also am able to remind
ancestors can be deported. Usually ancestors are pretty deep underground. How are they going to get deported? Like I said, mental plantation.
of history. Hey, this is what Malcolm X would think about you. You know, and I think I have a benefit of being one of the only people of color that can talk to the other people of color, also including calling them race traders, because they absolutely are.
Oh, there's what you were talking about earlier, the race trader. BCP is a race trader. Please, I don't know if Ocean Plot's going to ask her, like, are black people supposed to think? You know, are they supposed to believe what you believe about a society? You know, even if he's a lot darker than you, it's something about the darkness is supposed to think differently? Is that what's going on here? Or maybe people can think for themselves, you know, and come up with their own opinions and not be called a race trader?
So,
do you feel safe being out here?
No, I'm constantly paranoid. I am safe surrounded by
by a bunch of black bloc people that want to. Oh my goodness.
My people, my Antifa, they keep me safe. But these MAGA supporters, I'm constantly worried that they're going to shoot the place up.
Yeah, so maybe it's kind of new, right? Over the past month and a half or so.
I can see why you call her Sunflower.
Something.
Yeah.
How do you feel? Is the violence going up, or is it just the same?
I've only been coming for about like 3.5 weeks every night. The violence has ramped up, but I've seen videos of here that I didn't even know they were protesting, and the violence was insane. So it kind of differs from day to day.
Right.
No Kings was terrible. They hit me in the back of the head with one of those little like flash bombs that go on fire afterwards.
So DHS.
Yeah, DHS. So ICE agents hit me in the back of the head with a fire bomb, and then they went all up.
Oops. When did the No Kings protest end? I know Ocean Plot's just being nice and asking her a question she wants to answer. But my question would have been, when did the No Kings protest end that day? The protest ended about 4 o'clock. What time did ICE hit you with this pepper ball? 10 o'clock. So you're telling me it wasn't a No Kings protest you were at, right? That's nothing wrong with Ocean Plot. He does a good job out there just getting interviews, but it's like, wow, use your brain.
A big part of that is because of how vocal I am about my dislike for them, and so they were definitely targeting me. So it is scary in terms of, I think that they will target certain people, especially like the MAGA supporters will dox you if they know who you are, and so for me, like.
As you put a mask on your face or whatever, you don't. If you're out there expressing your opinions, shouldn't you be proud of your opinions and everything? If they're something that everybody believes, that black people are supposed to believe automatically what you believe, right? Otherwise, they're a race traitor. And if a right winger takes a picture of you or something like that and asks if anybody knows who you are, is a bad thing. Wouldn't you want that opinion out there? Like, this person is a based leftist that doesn't care for ICE and things like that, and she fights the man or whatever and all that stuff. You'd think you'd be proud of your opinion out there, right? But evidently you're not proud of your opinion because you're hiding your face.
That's why I wear my mask. At first I wasn't wearing my mask, but then all these MAGA supporters started coming down here, and I had to be a little bit more conservative.
Yeah, fair. Definitely want to protect yourself. So what is your message to?
So you don't want to be progressive and let your light shine and all that, right?
ICE. Like, what do you want them to hear from you?
We're on a floating rock. These lines were made up, these country lines, by awful people.
These country lines were made up by awful people. This is the thing I was telling you about, the plantation. She said she relearned history, probably school and other places, right? After she grew up and her parents probably taught her to act like a normal common sense person, and then left the nest and went to Portland State or whatever, and this is what happens.
At the end of the day, we're all just humans. It's really not that serious for you guys to be tearing families apart, making children scared to go to school, wondering if their parents will be home when they get there or not. And I think that, unfortunately, what we're lacking is empathy and sympathy. And I think it's really important that we put...
Exactly. I'm like, yeah, they already know your face out there. You see those cameras that are right in front of the ICE building there? They take pictures. And the AI and everything is smart enough right now to they have your picture. They have a record of likely who you are. At that point there, if they wanted to do something to you, they likely could. But since you haven't broken the law, evidently, there's no reason to go after you. Right-wingers won't go after you, unless you hit them, and then they'll hit you back, kind of stuff. Called self-defense. Quit thinking everyone is against you because of this.
Each other in the opposite shoes. And so I think I don't know. I think that there will be 2 pages in the history books, and we'll be on different sides. What side of the book do you want to be on?
That's a very good one.
Why are there sides? Here's the side, the USA side. I know you don't believe in borders, but the side of the United States of America, wanting it to be sovereign, wanting to be nice to people that can't help themselves, actually disabled people, that aren't able to work. Yes, and elderly. Yes, those people should be taken care of. Yes, the mentally ill should be taken care of also in mentally ill facilities. Yes, those 3 categories should have government assistance of some sort helping them. And if they're able to get off government assistance by getting mentally healthy or get out of their disability situation, things like that, all the better, But other people, just because they're human doesn't mean you get free money.
Way to put it. And it makes me think, what do you think the other side, why are they out here? What do they want?
They want to agitate and take away from the...
Have you asked them? Have you asked them?
The movement, what we're doing, it works. It works really well. But and take away from the movement, what we're doing, it works. It works really well.
They want to take away from the movement by asking you what your movement is about. That's what BCP and me and everybody else out there. Listening to your opinions, in some cases countering them with other opinions, but in most cases just trying to understand where you're coming from, is blocking your movement. It's literally doing the opposite. It's shouting out your movement and what your movement is about. You understand that? That's why I'm giving you this entire full video of you, 544 seconds. I probably lost part of the audience showing this entire video of you, giving you everything you want to say there. I'm countering you and you can't counter back. I'll give you that. But you understand, we're listening to everything you have to say. You're getting your movement out there. But if your movement is ridiculous and communist, it may not be the best kind of movement out there.
But also, I think that their personalities just aren't interesting enough to get views on their own, so they have to come and watch us.
She's not referring to me because my personality is awesome. My personality is so awesome that you guys are donating and hitting the like button and hitting the pull button so often that it's just crazy because I have a perfect personality out there, and there's 75 votes out there, probably put a lot of views. I'm not sure. They got 34 people watching. I'm not sure if you guys are all human that are watching, but put a 1 in the chat if you're a human, put a 3 in the chat if you're not human, 2 in between kind of thing. But anyway, we'll check and see one more time to see how many people like my personality. 52 people like my personality, or at least like my stream. So since I'm not showing anything else, I am showing you guys there, but I'm the one talking most of the time. So they must partly like my personality, right? Or you're making fun of my personality by hitting the like button. I don't know.
But I think they're just so filled with hate, but I also think it comes down to ignorance and not being educated. And so I do have...
Not being educated. Please educate us. When BCP asks you questions about how smart you are and your opinions, you kind of were really quiet there. You weren't trying to help educate him, were you?
Sympathy for them, for sure, because some of the MAGA bring their parents down here, and I see where it comes from. You know, you're not born with hatred, you're raised that way.
MAGA people are born with hatred, guys. Did I hear that right? I'm not. Yeah, some of you guys are probably regular Republicans. Some of you are full Trumpers and all that stuff. But if I heard this right, if you believe that in making America great again, one way or the other, this is what she thinks of you. I think we'll scoot right there, maybe.
For them, for sure, because some of the MAGA bring their parents down here, and I see where it comes from. You know, you're not born with hatred, you're raised that way, and so it's like a general.
You're raised. MAGA people were raised with hatred. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Raised with hatred.
General racial thing.
I love how you talk about history and politics. It's really good. Maybe we could talk again. Almond, right?
Yes.
Thank you so much for talking. Good
Absolutely.
to talk to you.
Likewise.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness. Oh boy. Okay, I got through it, guys. We got through it. We got through the plantation lady there. Lack of a better word. Wow. But give what's his name? The channel's the guy who did the interview. Give him a follow. I already got rid of the video, so let's see how the homeless situation's going with Kevin Dahlgren here. I always like to catch up on what's going on in the homeless environment here.
Again, the garage of the Lloyd Center Mall, located in inner northeast Portland. It is afternoon on a weekend, and it is open. Parking garage completely empty of cars. Not one. Again, the mall is open. The strongest indicator that a city is not doing well is when people stop shopping. And this is what the homeless crisis, the addiction crisis, the mental health crisis has done to our community. Because the fact is, people no longer feel safe going outdoors, and they just don't want to spend money in this city anymore. And that's just really sad. Homelessness affects everybody, not just the homeless. It affects small businesses. It affects homeowners, right? It affects just the overall mood of the entire city. And that is something we really, really got to start talking about, because this is not the Portland I grew up in.
If you guys are from Portland, you know where he's at and what he's talking about there. To be fair, there's not a whole lot of stores that are in business in that mall anymore. A lot of the big ones kind of already moved out. Nordstrom's and JCPenney's, places like that, I think already moved out quite a while ago. So just kind of a lot of smaller stores inside that mall. But it is an indoor mall, right? So you're typically safe inside that indoor mall from homelessness and crime for the most part. But people still aren't shopping there. There's plenty of cameras around there to make sure your cars are safe. But people don't want to go down there. They'd rather go to Washington Square or down in Tigard or 205 or somewhere outside of the basic town at that point. Or Clackamas Town Center over there on the other side. Haley was doing some live streaming there. She does a good job out there too, but I don't want to watch her entire video here. How long have I been going here? 37 people watching. Thank you guys. I appreciate the like buttons and all that fun stuff there too. I've been streaming for 1 hour and 36 minutes. I got to get done here. You guys are still watching. I appreciate that. If you guys hit that other button, there's a Twitch button out there, or Twitter button. Just see, this is I get a grift for a little bit when I'm just grifting out my social media. Is that still considered grifting or not? Some people say it's grifting. Some people say it's not grifting. But anyway, just shouting out other ways that you guys can. Also, I like using Twitter as a way. If you guys want to get a hold of me or whatever, use the messaging thing on Twitter. You can email me also at onlymrbill@protonmail.com. But anyway, I'd rather have you contact me through the Twitter thing or tag me on Twitter. So here is my Twitter/X profile. Copy this here. I know you guys are tired of me grifting all the time here, so I'm trying to make it fast here. Hold on. There you go. Haley here. Someone is currently pointing a laser at the ICE detention center. Pointing a laser at a federal building can be a serious federal crime, especially if it's done to distract or endanger personnel.
Be careful, someone has laser.
I couldn't see it from that point of view. Anyway, I believe her. Oh, we're almost done here. That means I got to make a song here pretty quick here. Read the federal judge blocks National Guard deploy. We already sort of saw that information there, so we're done there. Let's check and see if there's any new news that we might have missed real quick here, guys. Any new information here? 2 hours ago, what did Jeffries say here 2 hours ago on C-SPAN?
Adults who have I guess on the Epstein files, which still have not been released, on a personal level, how does it feel to work with so many grown adults who have been obstructing the release of these Epstein files and, in effect, protecting pedophiles?
Well, the Trump administration and Mike Johnson are running a pedophile protection program. That's what they've been doing. And that's the reason why they refused to swear in Representative-elect Adelita Grijalva. For weeks now.
For weeks now, the government hasn't been open because Democrat senators have not voted to keep the government open. When the government's not open, you don't want to add a government person in there that's put in there when the government's not open. It looks better on their resume if they were sworn in while the government was open and when the government was not open, because it gives better optics that the government was open and yet all the festivities of being sworn in, when the government is open. But guess what? The government is not open. So why would a government person like Johnson want to do extra work for one thing? And why would the other person want the status of being one of the few people ever sworn in when the government was not open and making federal workers work and not get paid to help swear her in? Is that a good thing to do when you're making people work for nothing? I know Democrats used to like that back in the 1860s to make people work for nothing, right? But most people don't like to force people to work for nothing. But evidently, Hakeem Jeffries here is okay wanting federal governments to work for nothing and being forced to do it by pressuring them by, you better swear her in, you better swear her in. It's not.
She was elected in late September decisively. And Representative-elect Adelita Grijalva still hasn't been sworn in because she'll become the 218th vote on an up or down piece of legislation that will require the Department of Justice to release the Epstein files. And yet week after week after week have gone by and Representative-elect Adelita Grijalva is unable to serve 800,000 plus people in the state of Arizona, all because
why? Because the government is not in session.
Of the pedophile protection program being run by Mike Johnson and House Republicans at the direction of their boss, Donald J. Trump.
Who's their boss? It would be the American people who, oh my gosh, how hard is it to understand how the government works? This is who pays their salary, the government, the people pay their salary, not Donald Trump. You do understand that, right? Oh, yeah, I guess. I don't. Too many Democrats. Too many stupid Democrats saying too many stupid things. I need a smart person. I don't see a whole lot of smart people out here. Okay, it's the same old, same old, same old, same old. I already saw that one. Saw that one. Gavin Newsom's wife was whining about Trump or something like that also, I guess. Tommy Boy said something here. Says, hey, I need to find out who it was that sent me my new black megaphone from my Amazon wish list. We need to do a return. The microphone stopped working for some reason, and I can't do the return because I didn't pay for it. Can whoever ordered it for me let me know in this post so I can DM you, please? Thank you. I won't comment on how silly that is to do. Anyway, let's play a song for you guys here. Let me find a good song here. Hold your horses. Hold your horses. I did say I was going to make a song. I just play a song to you guys. Showing me to make a song here. Let me find something. Think of something that we talked about today. Okay, that's something like that lady we saw or whatever talk about different things being on the Democrat plantation. How should I write this out here to make this a song here? I say, wondering why young liberals can't seem to, I'm a slow typer, to use critical thinking skills after going to crazy colleges, indoctrination camps. This song will be good. This will be a hit here, guys. This will be a hit. You guys will want to tune in for this here. I should give you something else to watch in the meantime here. Let me see. You don't want to listen to that. Don't want to listen to her. Here, there's something here to listen to, maybe.
I move to proceed to calendar number 168, H.R. 5371.
The clerk will report.
Motion to proceed to calendar number 168, H.R. 5371, an act making continuing appropriations and extensions for fiscal year 2026 and for other purposes.
Mr. President, it's November. It's been 5 weeks since Democrats shut down the government. And once again, we start this week by asking, is this the week that Democrats end their shutdown? Mr. President, I've said it before that there are no winners in a government shutdown. There are no winners, but there are plenty of losers. Chief among them is the American people. As the senior Democrat from Virginia said just last year, and I quote, "Shutdowns aren't victimless crimes," end quote. And after 5 weeks, Mr. President, the victims of the Democrat shutdown are starting to pile up. Military families have turned to food banks in significant numbers. And they're not the only ones. Food banks in this area and around the country have seen an influx of federal workers who are missing paychecks due to the shutdown. And things are set to get much worse with SNAP running on limited emergency funds and its future uncertain. Thanks to Democrats, millions more Americans, millions, Mr. President, are now at risk of going hungry. And yet the Democrat shutdown marches on. And of course, letting Americans go hungry is just the beginning. Thanks to Democrats, Head Start programs are beginning to close. Housing assistance programs are at risk. Seniors and people in rural areas can't access telehealth services. National Guard training is on hold. Veterans programs are on pause. I'm sorry to say I could go on. Actually, I could go on for a while. Shutdowns have consequences, and the pain is being felt around the country. Mr. President, last week it seemed that Democrats were beginning to acknowledge that their shutdown is having consequences. We even heard Democrats express concern that Americans were suffering. But when they were given the chance to end all of that suffering, the vast majority of Democrats in this body were perfectly willing to prolong the shutdown and the American people's pain. The vast majority of Democrats voted once again against a clean continuing resolution, the only bill on offer that could end all this suffering literally in a matter of hours. It is the only bill in the Senate that would fix every single issue I just mentioned. It would pay our troops, fund SNAP, Head Start, veterans programs, pay our staffers. 3 Democrat senators already support that clean continuing resolution, Mr. President. And the Democrat from Maine who supported the clean CR in the House said, and I quote, "There's a lot of important work to be done in Congress, none of which will be any easier if Mainers are suffering the harms of a government shutdown." End quote. The Teamsters Union and the American Federation of Government Employees, more traditionally allies of Democrats, to be frank, have called for Congress to spare the American people further pain and to pass the clean continuing resolution. And they're far from the only ones. Mr. President, it should not be this hard for a handful of Democrats to support a clean bill that simply reopens the government. It's a very straightforward proposition. Right, Mr. President.
There you go. That's what the Democrats are doing, basically, as you see in the government shutdown and all this other nonsense. All right. Hey, EOD, can you do me a favor real quick? Is Grumple awake and streaming? Because right now he's the one I'll raid after this song here. Unless you want to go live and they'll raid you or whatever. But otherwise, can you check and see if Grumple is live and ready for a raid, or is he feeling sleepy? I can raid somebody else or something like that if you want me to. But anyway, let's listen to this song here. Let me know if you guys like this song here. It's kind of about that lady that was in that stream here. Ooh, Ocean Plot was the name, right? Let's see if I can get that video back on the screen just again to show you who we're talking about here. Ocean Plot was his name. And also, he's a good follow if you guys don't follow him already on Twitter. Ocean Plot. People. These are people. Nice. I should have made it one word. Where is the lady? Where is it? There she is.
No, I go by almond milk.
Almond milk.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So why?
There we go. Just a good spot there. Here we go. Let's see if this song makes sense for somebody like this here. Okay. See if you guys like it. Here, we'll try the first version here first for you.
They taught me numbers, they taught me rules, but forgot to teach the golden tools. What you feel ain't always what you know. Why can't we talk? Why can't we try? All these questions just multiply. Common sense ain't coming no more. What are we even fighting for? What are we even fighting for? I hear your voice, but it's urgent. Echo words are like a war on rent. Your head's in the clouds, your feet in quicksand. I'm reaching out, but you don't grab my hand. Can we see through the smoke? Break the chains of what's been spoke. Why can't we talk? Why can't we try? All these questions just multiply. Common sense ain't coming no more. What are we even fighting for?
It doesn't really get to the point too much about what I was doing there, but basically what I was saying was like the universities are teaching nonsense and not common sense, like their parents kind of taught them, and everything was my main point. I'm not sure if you're getting that out of the song.
What are we even fighting for? You call me blind, I call you lost. We tally wins, but at what cost? Divide and conquer, the oldest game. But underneath, we're all the same. Why can't we talk? Why can't we try? All these questions just multiply. Common sense ain't coming no more. What are we even fighting for?
Good point. Good point. Yeah. And not you're not saying evolve physically, but it kind of evolve in the way that we treat others, I think is what you're trying to get across there. But yeah, I can understand that.
What are we even fighting
That's a cool song, huh? Should we do the other version, guys? You want the other version of that song? Different music, or do you guys want to be heading over to Grumple? He's chatting with somebody about something, but I don't see anybody else, live streaming or anything like that out there. Let me do a quick double check on Twitter here. It's still kind of early there. I might come back on later and restream some craziness that might be happening there, but it's kind of rainy and yucky today, so you probably won't see a whole lot of nonsense out there. Double checking, and nobody's live on from Outer Banks there. Let me check and see if there's any latest news real quick, and make sure you guys hit your like buttons and your subscribe buttons and everything if you haven't done that. I'm not grifting right now. You guys think I'm grifting? I'm just informing people of where the buttons are. Okay, a subscribe button right around here, like button right or over there somewhere, the thumbs up one, remember? And what other ones? You guys already, somebody found the super chat buttons. I'm glad you guys found the super chat buttons. Actually, they're way down on there somewhere. What other buttons did you hit? Oh, there's a join button. He's going to be a member or whatever. There buttons down there for that purpose there. Okay, that's enough button talk. All righty. Ooh. Hey, that's an interesting one. Yeah. Maybe tonight or whatever, I'll do some research or Twitter looking up on some of the things that have happened to that. But yeah, you've heard of at least like 3 accidents relating to that on there. It's kind of crazy, I know. Thank you, Cheesy. Cheese Tax 25. Did you already hit the subscribe button? Hey, your picture almost looks like that llama on the screen. I don't think it's a llama, but it's kind of funny that I've got a llama on the screen and your avatar is kind of looks like a llama type thing or a kangaroo. Anyway, thank you if you did hit the subscribe talk. All right, guys, go check out Grumple. Tell him I said hi. And also, let's tell him something on the way there. And tell him, let me write down what you're going to copy and paste for me. No, I got it. Mr. Bill said you need to clean your room. He has a workspace that you'll see in his office there. He doesn't keep it nice and neat or whatever. He's a good organizer, but look behind him and everything's always kind of messy there. So please give him this, copy and paste this into Grumple's thing. Does a good job. Give him a subscribe. Try to help him get into where he can sort of do the super chat things like that. He's probably a better grifter than I am. I don't grift very well. Not that I'd try to grift, but anyway, that's enough chit chat for me. I appreciate you guys watching and liking and doing all that fun stuff. Thank you so much for hanging out and hitting the subscribe button, like button, Twitter button that you probably already hit. But just in case you forgot to hit one more button on your way out here, I'll give you one more button that you can hit on your stream on the way out here. It's this button over it says follow on the Twitter side over there. Click that button that says follow under that link over there. I would appreciate it. And feel free to hit some of the likes on my latest video if you want to also. Otherwise, guys, we'll see you later on tonight. I want to say around 7 or 8 o'clock my time, Pacific time. But again, put that thing in the chat there, right there. Okay, copy and paste that, and then tell Grumple Stillskin to do that. Yes, that's the Grumple Stillskin we're thinking of from the nursery rhyme. Anyway, tell him I said hi. God bless.